Hi there, and welcome to this week's angel reading. I'm Rachel Scoltock, and this is the reading for the week starting Monday, the 19th of June. So, I've pulled you 3 cards from Archangel Michael's deck by Doreen Virtue. And the first card I got, I really love this card. It says, decide to be happy now. So, because the first card, I'll give you a secret about my readings, the first card always gives me insight into what the reading is about and the theme. And what you need to know. So this card this week is about your happiness. Now, Archangel Michael's also giving me a nudge, and he's saying it's about life purpose too. And finding your happiness is often very closely related to finding your purpose, putting a foot on the path that your soul, and remember your soul is the light inside you, which is like the guiding light, which is directly connected to the divine and to your angels. So it's all the same energy. You're from where they're from. Isn't that awesome? So this decide to be happy now reminds us that the decisions that we make actually put us into a place where we feel aligned with our soul or feel misaligned with our soul. But also, so every decision you make this week is going to make a difference to how you feel, to your happiness and to your joy. So make sure that you're choosing things that bring you closer to happiness rather than bring you closer to stepping away from your soul, stepping into the path of fear. Now, the present moment is really, really important with this. It's about realizing that the past is gone, it's over. And we can spend a long time in our lives picking through the past and finding blame and shame and guilt and what are we going to do with it. But the angels are really amazing healers, and they can help you to release those energies, those emotions as energy, and help you to feel clearer in this moment. And I really love how strong this card is for you this week. The angels are showing me that no matter what is going on in your life at this moment, whatever you're challenged with, whatever difficulty you're facing or emotions that are coming up for you, that deep inside you, there is a place where happiness and peace exist. It doesn't matter what is going on. And you've probably experienced this. I know I have. That you've found laughter in the midst of awfulness. Or you've been able to have a really good night's sleep. Or you get a sense of peace even though there's chaos around you. Now, the more that you focus on that and you bring that into your reality, and this is giving me goosebumps and tears at the same time, you will let go of that feeling that you are somehow victimized, persecuted by life. You lose that feeling that life is against you and that you can't control those things, because you're recognizing that no matter what goes on, there's this light, there's this place of peace, happiness, gratitude even, joy inside of you that can, the more you focus on, the bigger it gets, the more powerful it gets. It steals from you that misperception that you are a victim, that that you don't have any power, that you are doomed to have unhappiness and powerlessness. So deciding on that and recognizing that that is there for you will help you in the steps that you need to take in order to bring happiness and to enact your soul's purpose in this lifetime. I'll talk a bit more about the purpose afterwards. So it's really about being happy now. Now, I keep seeing this image, and it's of the angels with a wheelbarrow, and I can see Archangel Michael, and he's tipping the wheelbarrow up and all of the stuff that's inside of it, which represents your past. So it's not so much your past was bad, but there's things in your past, and we tend to remember the things in our past that were bad for lots of reasons. Probably the fight or flight, part of our brain holds on to these things so that we don't forget them, so that we don't repeat them. It's like an unconscious way of really beating ourselves up. But the angels are saying you're ready now to let all that stuff go, because picking through it, analyzing it, finding all the negatives in it is actually the wrong way to look at it. It's like once you find the blessings in things, then it becomes easier to let them go. But anyway, you don't have to keep going there, because you're not going to find happiness there. You're only going to find happiness now, because now is all that really exists. Okay? Keep going back there, You might as well be dragging all of the people and the pain and situations and putting them in the same room as you through your thoughts. So the next card that we got is your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. And Archangel Michael says to me to remind you about the difference between thoughts that are coming from your negative self, your pain body, the inner victim, the wounds, and the difference between negative thoughts that are noticing things that might not be right in your environment. So a negative thought that is from your pain body is not helpful for you. And it'll be like, I'm not good enough. I'm never going to get ahead. These are the unsupportive, life force stealing energies that ruin things for you because they're constantly bringing you down. This comes from negative self stuff that you need to tip in the wheelbarrow over that cliff, right? And then you have other kinds of thoughts that might go, I don't like the way my boss just spoke to me, or I don't feel happy or good about myself when I'm around this person, or I don't like where I'm living right now. Those kind of thoughts aren't negative thoughts. They are discerning thoughts. They're helping you to, oops, there goes a statue. They're helping you to recognize the difference between something that is working for you and something that isn't working for you. So when you beat yourself up and say, that's a negative thought, I'm not allowed to have it, you're actually stuffing down your intuition and you're not listening to your angels. So sometimes we need to have negative thoughts to help us to know what's good for us and what's not good for us, and to help us to make the decisions that bring us closer to happiness, peace, and our life purpose. Now, the angels are saying that you can trust, please trust and follow those little voices inside of you, those nudges, those thoughts, those new ideas that are coming to you. Now, I love how the girl in this card is looking up to the sky as if to talk to her angels and God, and yet the angel's right there, like, boo, right next to her. We all do that, right? I do that. But I still know my angels are right there. They're right close to you. They are so close to you. It's like a hair's breadth away. They're talking to you all the time. They're whispering guidance. They're helping you to connect to your soul. They're pushing negative energies away from you. But you ultimately have the free will to decide whether you accept that help. You have the free will whether you say, yes, that person comes into my life, or no, I don't want them. Even if the angels were doing, jumping up and down with pom-poms saying, don't do it. You have the power. So you can't blame your angels if you do it anyway. But you can learn from that situation. Every difficult situation that comes into our life is a learning if we decide to go that way. And we always have access to that peace, that guidance, the angels. We have access to happiness and to change our minds at any moment. And the last card is Shield Yourself. Now, I loved this card for you because the message that comes through, it's about putting yourself in light, and at that light being able to sustain you, energize you, and to bring you to a place where you feel less kind of battered by the slings and arrows of life. So that light really helps to filter out negative energy. It also helps to uplift your vibration so that you feel better. You don't have to reach the sky. You're already floating up there. But also, it's about protecting yourself through your decisions and your knowledge and watching those thoughts and feelings. What are you immersing yourself in? What are you surrounding yourself in? Who are you surrounding yourself in? What are you talking about? What are you looking at on social media? What are you watching on TV? All of those things can contribute to your happiness or your unhappiness. And so if you hang around toxic energies, those toxic energies are going to change you and start to make you feel toxic. If you're going around with people that gossip and judge other people, then eventually that's going to start to affect you. So shield yourself by making decisions, trusting your inner guidance, and deciding to be happy. Now, life purpose. The angel said to me today that when you activate your soul guidance, now soul guidance is often for you to get started on your personal purpose. What are you learning from all the challenges that you've been through? Is it forgiveness? Is it compassion? Is it to grow? Is it to balance? Is it that you're understanding energy, that negative energy creates more negative energy and more love creates more love? Whatever it is that you're learning, the minute that you start walking that path of healing and starting to understand, whether it's with a healer, whether it's through books, whether it's through journaling, it doesn't matter. That activates your bigger purpose, the purpose that you're looking for, the meaningful path or the career or whatever. And it will help you more with that career if you're already on track when you start to connect to that soul guidance to heal yourself, to grow yourself as a spiritual person, as an emotional person. The minute that you step on the path and you start taking steps, regular, consistent steps to that healing and that deeper understanding of life, spiritual, emotional, physical, and in all aspects, you start to attract a stronger energy of what can we give you for your life purpose, if that makes sense. So when you start healing yourself, you open up the life purpose. Now, it doesn't mean to say that you can't do your life purpose if you're unhealed. Of course you can, but that your life purpose will also help you to heal. So lots of healers say to me, I can't be a healer yet because I haven't fixed myself. Well, that's not true. You can. As long as you're walking the path of healing yourself. We're never done. We're never done. Until we go over to the other side, we haven't finished. So you're never going to get it all done. But actually by starting to do that self-healing and really taking it seriously, that clicks in with your soul, and then it attracts more of that same energy that will support you through into your life purpose. Have a great week. And I'm sending you angel blessings and take care. I'll see you next week.